Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. That's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 23 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. I'm talking food, yo, and some other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the official podcast of the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Bryan, Jamal, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. My name is Bryan. Again, you're like, the hell? It's me again doing the hosting, and so we got to get into this really quickly because we got to tell you what's going on. Let me bring in my buddy, my good bud, my best bud, my co-host for the episode. And when I say co-host, I mean we're both co-hosts. Like, I'm not host, he's co-host, we're both co-hosts. Say hello, Reeves.
Yeah, what's up, people? There's a big equal sign between us. We're on a level playing field here.
Yes. Okay, so I buried the lead, which I learned to spell it L-E-D-E, on what's happening here. So last week we did tell you that Jamal was in Hawaii. He was looking for a certain, forget what it stands for. Shoulder or pork and ham. Wait. Scientifically processed animal matter? That's not what that stands for.
Oh, what it stands for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it spelled out. So initially we said he was there to look for Sheldon, and that was obviously a code.
Yeah.
Because we can't say the word of what he's getting at and trying to learn the history of. And trying to, as in his words, bring it finally back to the States, which to me, I'm like, you can find it almost anywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess wherever he goes, he doesn't see it, or in his words, it's like there's not an abundance of it. There's not enough of it.
And we can't do abundance. We did that last week. But we're also doing this again. I'm gonna say it once, and then we'll keep using the code of Sheldon. Jamal was in Hawaii to look for a certain product, but also to look for the whereabouts of a certain spam man. That's one. But you're wondering, I thought Jamal would be back from Hawaii by now. Where is Jamal? And you're right in wondering that. And we have to, and he has been taken hostage by Sheldon. Sheldon has taken Jamal hostage. He hasn't quite given us what his requests are yet, but he says he's not in any danger.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually, what's happening is he's making him party with him a lot. And folks who know Jamal's not a big partier. Mm-hmm. He likes to drink one alcoholic beverage and wait an hour. He's a very good boy when it comes to being a partier, but Sheldon is forcing him to party.
Yeah, that's when we got the call. We were both panicked because he didn't show up when he was supposed to show up.
We were at the airport. We had our little signs that said Jamal. It said, your best buds are here for you, waiting to pick you up from the airport.
Yeah, and that was all written on the sign. I had an inflatable fork in my hand. Yeah, and he didn't show up, and we were, asking the pilot, asking everyone, like, what happened, even though he went on a cruise. It was a boat ship.
That makes sense.
And we couldn't find him, so we alert the authorities.
Yeah,
which Jamal has told us that under no circumstances should we ever bring the police into any situation with him. But it felt, he's not here. We didn't really know what to do.
Yeah. And technically, I don't know if I would consider Hawaii 5-0 to be the police. Like, I think technically they maybe are, but that's who we called. We called Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, we're not here to drag anyone, especially those the boys in blue. But these men were not in blue. They were in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
They had sunglasses on.
Clearly had just got done at a great big pig roast, had like grease on their shirts and hands and on their mouths. And they kept saying like, no, we weren't at a pig roast. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, you were.
You have bibs. You guys have bibs.
You have bibs that say I was at a pig roast.
Yeah. And they were like, I
okay.
could have gotten this at any time, is what they said. Like, I was at one for a long time ago, and I just happened to have this on still.
Yeah.
It's part of my ensemble.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Hawaii 5-0 tried to help us. They weren't much help, but
no.
They just basically told us, just sit by the phone. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sat by the phone, the bad phone, Canon. And eventually we did get a call.
Yeah.
And it was almost like the ringing of the phone was kind of a rhythm that it doesn't normally, you get a bring, 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 bring. And this was a
yeah.
And so we pick up and it's Sheldon.
It's Sheldon.
Yeah. And he's telling us like, you don't need to worry about shit right now. You don't need to worry about shit. He is fine and he's having a good time. And like, to you and I, we're like, there's no way that's true. This is not.
Yeah.
This is not his environment. And he's like, I'm fixing him. He's going to be a better man. He said he thought this cruise was over. He's like, we're doing another lap. I guess around the islands. So I don't know. We're worried about him.
Yeah. He did. We did say, let us talk to him.
Yeah.
And he did give Jamal the phone for just a second. And we said, Jamal, like, if you're in danger, like, give us a code. And Jamal just said, no, brother, I'm okay. So it seems like it's taken hold. It seems like the transformation might have started.
Yeah.
He did. He also called me a howlie.
He did. Yeah.
He said I couldn't surf there and that I was a howlie.
Yeah. He said that we had to, get off his island and we weren't welcome there. And yeah, we could surf, but not on these beaches and stuff like that. And he said that he had to go to sleep and that he wouldn't be up till 2 p.m. or something. I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff that just didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just wasn't himself.
Yes. Yeah. But Sheldon assured us he's fine. So though we are worried, I don't think he's in any danger physically.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, sure. 100%.
Yeah.
We're going to be ruined after this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he will be just a completely different person. He will be like a ghost to us in that, like, it's like someone we've never seen before. He's completely new.
Yes.
So that's a shame. But physically, he said he was eating well.
Lots of roast pig, he said.
Lots of roast pig. Now I think about it. Those Hawaii 5-0 guys.
Wait a minute.
Were they working for Sheldon, maybe?
In cahoots? Okay, I think this goes deep.
Okay. It goes all the way to the top of the Hawaii 5-0 police department.
So next time you're at a luau, just be aware that if the Hawaii 5-0 do get called, you might not be in the best. I would just avoid. Just avoid. Mm-hmm. All that to say, maybe you're like, oh, I thought you guys get voicemails all the time. And yeah, we probably could have played the voicemail for you of Sheldon telling us all this stuff. But next week, maybe we'll play it for you.
Yeah, maybe. If we remember. Maybe we move on and do something else. But this is what's happening.
This ever again. This happened right now. And then it may be over forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the update on Jamal. I shared with Reeves that I have a video to show him. And it is of me, and we can post this on the Instagram also, because otherwise it's a video which you guys aren't gonna be able to see, of playing hockey a few days ago, and I got a little hit. I got hit, and I took a spill. And can you see this? Did it work? Did it do anything?
Let's see. Not yet. Now,
doesn't seem like it's gonna work.
as you try and potentially bring this up, it does surprise me that you suffered a hit in this league, because I remember you explained to us that this was supposed to be a no contact league.
Yeah. So apparently no contact means no intentional contact. Okay. So it is a non-contact lead, but non-contact means no intentional contact. Now I'm going to play the video for you. Here I am, number 5. I'm a great
get
skater,
into this.
Yes.
I want to paint a little picture here for the audience.
Please.
This is a video that it's kind of like CCTV footage.
Yeah. Okay.
So, in an arena, there is a score. Like it's like ESPN in that there's a score. They have the home and away. They got the whole clock and everything. It has way more than I thought it would for this league.
This is from a program called Live Barn, and it is a subscription-based service that you have to pay for to get access to local arenas to watch hockey. You can stream things like games and arenas. You can watch weird stick and pucks and practice. It's a very weird thing. It's more expensive than it should be, and I'm not paying for this, so I'm using someone's account to use this, and I don't tell anyone, but I ripped the video of me to do this, to show it here.
And real quick, do you know where Live Barn is located?
No.
On the urban farm. Okay, let's watch the video.
All right. Coming in here, I'm number 5, see me right there. Great skater.
Yeah.
Can you make it full screen on your side?
How do you know that I'm not watching things in full screen?
Oh, because I wasn't.
Okay, wait. Okay, now I see it. Yes.
All right. So here we go. I'm number 5. Not a great skater. Here I'm coming through, looking like I'm going to do some good stuff here, and then oof.
I like the tapping. Everyone on the bench is doing some tapping.
Here I come again, straight through, and oof. So when it happens, as you can see, the guy that it hit me didn't fall.
Yeah. He looks like he's sad about it, that he didn't mean to do it.
After rewatching this video, I did notice that he does put his arms out and keep me away. I didn't see this coming because I had my head down because I'm a good skater and I keep my head looking at my skates the whole time like you're supposed to do when you skate. He was aware of his surroundings, and when I came at him, he put his arms out and wiped me out. I thought this would be funnier than it is, but so we should probably move on. Do you want to talk about urban farming?
Well, so it is sad. He hurts you really bad, and then the thing that I just can't get away from here is that everyone on the bench does kind of hit their why do I want to say puck? No, their sticks against the side when it happens, almost to cheer. And then that was these are your people. It's your team.
Yeah.
So why are they doing that?
Well, in the moment, I was like, okay, it's like like you're all right, get up sort of thing. Like you're like good to go. And then when I watch it again, it's because the goalie makes a save. So it's not for me at all. I don't think they even pay attention to me whatsoever. I think it happens, and I think they're like, well, that happened. And I told them that I got hit real hard and I fell down, go boom. And folks, I'm 40, so that hurt a lot.
Yeah, there's things don't work as well as they used to when you're 40, and you don't recover as quickly when you fall down on the ice after getting hit by a colossus. Now, after walk me through what's going on in your mind. You get knocked down. Sometimes when I'm in a violent situation, especially in sports, I see red. And there is an instinct to be like, I have to fight this person, or I'm going to get aggressive. They were aggressive towards me. I have to heighten this. Now, did you have that instinct, or was it something else?
My instinct was to, I was kind of I think I saw purple, and I was very confused.
The color purple.
Yeah. Because, Oprah. Because as we have established, this is a non-contact league. So when I get contacted and fall down, my brain's like, I'm not supposed to get contacted. What happened? And then when I see this behemoth standing above me, and he's like, hey, man, you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And he said something like, I'm surprised I didn't fall down too. He said, well, then watch the video. You put your hands out, push me down. No wonder you didn't fall down. And then I kind of skated away and I did some stretching to make sure I wasn't hurt.
Sure.
And the ref was like, you okay? And I said, yeah, I think I'm good. And then I went to the bench and sat down.
I'm not good. I
wasn't ready to fight. I was more just like confused and just kind of like overall in a weird headspace. I was kind of like, I don't know what happened. Also, it was the second time that happened that game. I had run into someone else earlier in the game. That one wasn't as violent. This one was violent and it hurt a lot. I think I kind of like checked in on myself. I was kind of like, all right, I think everything is still there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was concussed. I don't have a sudden urge to CB everyone.
Sure.
Did I tell you that someone I met said they interviewed Chris Benoit?
Oh my God. No.
My job is looking into getting a new LMS system, learning management system. I said system twice. And we met with a guy who's apparently Canadian, and he was walking us through this setup. And first he points out my Devil's hat. He's like, I got a Brodeur thing back here, Marty Brodeur. He's the Devil's goaltender for a long time, famous Canadian. They ended up talking about how he uses this program for podcasting, and he says I interviewed Chris Benoit, and he said it was like pretty soon before the thing happened, and my brain was like,
before good,
yeah, and it was like, who brings this up in a work conversation? Like,
yeah,
these people I'm in the room with aren't marks. Like they're not.
On.
What are you talking about? Me, I'm like clutching my pearls. I'm like, oh my God, you can't say that.
Is it available anywhere? Because maybe he's the one that pushed him over the edge. Okay.
Either way, yeah. So I got hit and fell down. It was very confusing. The interview is called Chris Benoit, 3 weeks before the unthinkable.
Oh my God. That's terrifying. So with the hockey thing.
Yeah. And then we'll get to urban farming just a minute, folks. We gotta get through this thing. And though you said it was a joke, it's not a joke. This is all very real.
This is all very real. So you're knocked over twice.
Yeah.
I like that the guy that knocked you over immediately disarmed you with a little bit of self-deprecation by being like, I can't believe I almost fell over too, right?
Yeah, he tried to make me feel better.
He turned away, skated off laughing.
Just like nothing had happened.
Very smart. Did your wife see this happen?
She did not.
Okay.
She has seen the video, though.
Okay. So was she thinking that maybe she needs to get violent with this guy? I know she plays too, and she plays in a full contact league, right?
Yeah. I think once the strong urge to leave me and marry the man who knocked me down because of alphaism, I got fully out alphaed, and she was just like, she had to really fight the urge to like go with the alpha male that had defeated me. Once that passed, she was like, do you want me to go fight him for you?
Yeah.
And I said, honey, as nice as that is for you to offer, I'm going to decline. Because because I want to fight my own battles. And by that, I mean, I'm not going to do it. And if I see him in public, I'll be like, hey man, when you knock, he'll be like, I don't know who you are. I never thought about you again. This is burned in my brain. And he'll be like, what happened? That was a Tuesday to me.
So, okay. And I don't want to belabor this, and this is obviously trauma, so I don't want to like dig too much, make you relive it in a negative way where it sits with you for the rest of the night, maybe the rest of the week. We're early on here, but just a bit of advice.
Yeah.
Next time that happens, you yell, "He hit me," right?
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be first.
Okay.
He hit me. That gets attention.
Yeah.
And then once you get the attention, especially of the officials, that's when you lay on, and he did it on purpose. And I know he did it on purpose. Okay. Because then you've set the stage. You made an accusation, right?
Yes.
And now the game is stopped. We have to go to trial.
It's on the accused to prove their innocence at this point.
Yeah. And the thing is, you have video evidence.
Yeah.
So you can pretty quickly be like, well, let's just pull up the tape, dude. If you don't think you did it on purpose, let's watch the tape right now. Let's go into the booth right now.
And I've said it first. I said he hit me and he did it on purpose. That's on record. So any response he has is in response to me. So if he says, no, I didn't, it's like, well, he just said it because I said he did.
Yeah, exactly. And if, he says, no, I didn't, his team backs him up. And then I don't know, there's a weird dynamic with you and your teammates. And they start backing him up too. Saying things like, no, Bryan, that he didn't do it on purpose. And people are whispering he's doing the thing again. That's when you can pull the ripcord and say, I want to go home. I actually want to go home now. And then whatever the ref says, the next thing you say is, and I want the game to be over.
And then what's the ref to do then? What is the rest? What's their move?
I mean, comply with your requests.
Well, I'm assuming I lay claim to the puck and I say, this is mine. And I'm taking this with me.
Immediately shove it in your mouth, threaten to eat it, and then just start eating it. That's a great, there's a couple of different ways that you can kind of hold the rest of the game hostage. Eating the puck other pucks that are thrown out there. I would say top.
The game comes to a hard halt when you eat the pucks.
And this is for anyone out there that's in a game, maybe you're losing your soccer game or whatever. Just start eating the soccer ball.
I think it's probably, I'm not sure. I think it probably fits with basketball too. If you are maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers and you're getting ready to get swept by the New York Knicks, I think Jared Allen should grab the basketball and start eating it.
Start eating it. I'm sure, and this is eating, chefing podcast.
We got there.
We got there.
Urban Farm is coming. Urban Farm is coming. Just wait.
It's on the horizon. I can see it. It's basically within arm's reach. But if you can't eat it or if you're scared to eat it, okay, I'm a squeamish eater. Very easy. You could just kick the ball away.
Yeah.
Kick the ball very far
hard
away.
As you can.
Oh, I'm in an arena. I can't. It's my home arena. I can't get it out of there. We'll kick it real far.
Yes.
Kick it straight up through the middle. There's always a little tiny hole. Just kick it through there. And then it's the game is over and you don't have to lose.
Yeah, it has to stop. And this doesn't work so much with hockey, but I also think maybe one thing you can do is put the ball on your t-shirt and say you're pregnant. Then the game got to stop because because you're very far along. And it's at this point dangerous for you to be playing a sport.
It's stop. Doctor's orders. You can't be out there anymore. And it's I think it's really everyone else's job to age you at that point because you are so
it takes
pregnant.
A village. It takes a village, and I'm very pregnant. Take your shoes off. You walking around on your heels.
We've all got to raise this, okay? I don't know why everyone just wants to finish this game, and I'm basically about to give birth. Okay,
I'm seconds.
This is our baby. Okay,
game got to stop, and you go home then. Can't lose.
You don't lose the game. You don't lose, any kind of respect that you might have lost for, loved ones in the crowd or anything like that.
Maybe you cried a little, but you're pregnant. Hormones.
Yeah.
It's not because you look like a baby. It's because you got hormones.
No. And now we're making fun of someone who's pregnant and has hormones that's crying. Wow. Is that what we're doing in 2026? Is that
what we're doing?
We're treating people like that.
Wow. Okay.
No. We actually respect emotions.
Yeah. We love women and moms.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best. I have a mom.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to give birth to a basketball and or a hockey puck.
Mm-hmm. And the game got to stop. We are at 26 minutes, so I do think we aren't going to have time to get to urban farming, but I think we will put a pin in this. And next week, if we remember to do the Sheldon voicemail and Jamal's kind of mental, complete mental change, we'll also try to get to urban farming next week as well.
Yes. Don't worry, fans. I know you guys were super stoked when I pulled the ripcord and said doer farming. Just, refrigerator magnet words that came into my mind. We'll do that next week. Don't worry about that. Conclusions on everything.
It is on the whiteboard. We wrote it and got a big circle around it. With that, let's do a segment we do every week called Chefs I Prepared for You, where we go around back and forth. There's two of us and say what we had for dinner last night and only last night. Like we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. Again, the judges are Tomcat, Gail Pale Ale, and Kristen. Kristen have a nickname?
I no, but she does have a catchphrase now, I think, which is, if you cry, I'm gonna cry.
Pow, right in the kisha. That's what I'm going with. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Oh. They're the judges. Okay, and there will be a winner, which will be picked by a person who is chosen during a silent vote. That winner will then pick the winner. I'll go first. Chefs, last night I prepared for you. Is this yesterday? Yes, because yesterday was big day, Memorial Day. There's a very odd antique shop next to the coffee shop that I go to that had a sign on the window that said, "God bless our dead heroes." Which is such a weird way to say that. I don't think you're supposed to say that. I don't think you say "God bless our dead heroes" on Memorial Day. But he did it.
Sometimes people are trying to be so inclusive that they are insensitive. And I feel like the wording of that is insensitive.
Well, this guy's not inclusive because he did have an ice sign at one point in his window too. He does have a bird he keeps outside in a big cage. And people write, if you look up Montclair and Reddit, type in Montclair antique shop bird, and you'll find out this guy. It's one of those antique shops you go in, you don't go in the antique shop. He's not selling anything. You don't want to sell anything. I had for you, we did it, folks. We had 3 hot dogs on the grill and corn on the cob on the grill. The corn was good this time. I mentioned last time it was bad last time. It was good this time. I cooked 3 dogs, 2 corns. That shit was all me. I housed all of those bad boys. I ate the 2 corn cobs. I ate the 3 hot dogs. I had 2.5 buns. I started having a 3rd bun and I was like, nah, I took the top bun off and hit the bottom part. I even did one Jamal hot dog. I put cheddar cheese on one of them. Give it a shot. I preferred ketchup and a mustard. And I had a Diet Coke, I think, to go along with it. So that's how I spent my Dead Hero Day.
What a disturbing sign to see. I mean, I kind of get what they're going for, but it just feels insensitive.
Yeah, I think my wife was like, "Oh, so he's including everyone, like including like Marvel superheroes," and she was like, "But none of them died." I was like, "Well, Iron Man died." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Did he come back?" I was like, "He's the one that didn't come back." But then Robert Downey Jr. did leave the franchise, but he's come back as somebody else, I think. So I don't know. But yeah, God bless him.
I'm so glad they're making those movies still.
Right?
It's so good for all of us.
And it's still like an occasion. Like I still know when they come out and when they are and what they don't surprise me. I don't go, what the fuck is this movie? They did a fucking, who is this superhero?
The American economy is built off of the Marvel universe and the success of that franchise.
Yes. So. When people were questioning our president, the FBI director, I forget what her title is. I don't even know anymore. They were like, what about these files? And she was like, the Marvel movies are at 500,000.
Why are we not talking about that?
Marvel is up. It's up.
What toppings did you put on the hot dogs?
I did one did the cheddar cheese, and that had mustard and ketchup. I do spicy mustard on them. Spicy mustard, ketchup. And then the other 2 were ketchup, mustard, and sweet relish.
Ooh, I love a sweet relish on a hot dog. I like that.
I will say the buns I had were bad. They were out. I couldn't find potato buns. It's a big day, Dead Hero Day. Everyone is buying hot dog buns. So I had to buy like the Ballpark brand buns, and they sucked. They were like really sweet tasting. It was kind of bad. Give me a potato bun all day.
Oh,
hot dog.
Yeah, the ballpark ones, they're just not up to snuff. They're not good enough.
No.
Did you toast the buns at all, or?
I did, yeah, on top of the bread shelf in your grill where you put the buns to cook.
Yeah, get them nice and toasty.
Mm-hmm.
Get them warm before you crunch them down. You put anything on them cobs?
Nope. I eat cobs. I don't do nothing on no cobs. If the corn is good, don't need nothing.
You raw dog your cobs.
I raw dog it. I undress them, put them in foil, put them on the grill, get them till they're mostly all charred up a little bit. Just eat them right off the cob. My wife cuts the corn off of it. Nah, I want that shit all in my teeth. I only have corn in my teeth for days.
Your doggies eat any of that?
No, my dogs don't like hot dogs.
What?
Which says something, I think.
Huh.
My dogs are picky eaters. They love chicken. We mostly cook chicken breasts for them. Most meals are for them are boiled chicken. They love that shit. They don't fuck with dogs much.
Interesting. And I guess you guys didn't get any rain if you're out there grilling.
No, it had rained Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning a little bit. Monday late evening was beautiful outside here. It was great temperature. And I wasn't planning on grilling dogs. It wasn't my plan at all because the weather was bad. But I was like, I gotta grill some fucking dogs out here, so I threw them on the grill, baby.
It would be disrespectful not to sling some
all the DHs.
Mm-hmm.
God bless our designated hitters. Our dead designated hitters. Dead hitters.
Last question.
Yeah.
Any injuries that need to be reported?
No, I did pretty good. Didn't bite my tongue or cheek or anything like that. I did get the corn in the teeth, like I said, but that's a pretty easy remedy. That being said, it sounds like your mouth is good.
Yes, thank you for noticing. I have healed from my injury. I am kind of depressed that I haven't heard of anyone else suffering the same kind of fate from this.
It's because you got the word out there.
Yes,
people are aware now to eat your hot dogs safely,
slowly. And you know what? You feel an ouchie when you are eating a hot dog. It happens to the best of us. You say, "Okay, I'm not going to eat this hot dog anymore." Especially
maybe try another one,
real spicy.
Put that one down. Move to the next one.
Something's
wrong with that one. Something's wrong with that hot dog.
This one is bad and it's hurting me.
This one hurt my tongue.
Yeah.
What's this one doing?
I don't. What's this one up to? Maybe this one I have a better result and it doesn't hurt me. Chefs, I prepared for you a bowl of pasta.
Okay.
I'm the pasta papa. I'm making it every night. Now, this one was different from what I normally do.
Okay.
So I watched, I don't know. I get my YouTube algorithm is basically concerts from the late 90s, early 2000s, full concerts.
I love a full concert on YouTube.
Recorded by someone on a handy cam.
Have they been have they been like up synced or whatever to like a higher quality now? Like someone did something?
Sometimes not. I love them. They make me very, very happy. And I found a lot of old shows that I actually was at, and I'm like, I was there.
Oh, that rules. I love a full concert on YouTube.
All the time, all day long. That's what I listen to. So that, and then cooking videos, specifically pasta. They really know what I'm about now. And I watched a video of this guy that made, and I don't know what type of pasta this, if it's calcio de pepe or not. I don't really know what all goes into this, but I did some penne, and then I put cooked it, drained it, put it back in the same container, the same bowl that I had it in.
Did you save a cup of pasta water?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Poured it right into a glass in there because I was just like, I can wash this easily. And then I briefly worried that I was like, is this glass going to shatter? Because this is very hot water.
Very hot, yeah.
Maybe this is a mistake. So I kept that. But I put the pasta back in, and then I added a hunk of butter.
Okay.
Got that moving on a very low heat until that was completely melted and absorbed in. And then I got a little, it wasn't parm. What's the other kind?
Parmigiano?
Yes.
Which is,
So
how is it different?
I think it's the location. I don't know what, like, the flavor profile in terms of, like, what it's all tasty cheese to me.
Hey,
I'm
tasty
a
cheese.
I'm a simple guy. I like cheese. It all tastes good. It's all going down one place. So anyway, I live grind. I'm really great with words tonight. I was grinding that, and I got a whole bunch of that, probably about a cup, and I just whipped that into it, and I added a lot of pepper, and that was
You
it.
put the pepe on it?
I put
Okay,
the
this
pepe
is
on it,
good.
a little pasta water, made a little sauce. It was great. It was a little treat for myself.
You undersold this. And you said you made bowl of pasta. I'm thinking you did penne, probably, and then jar pasta.
Yeah.
Eat it out of the pot you cooked it in.
No, I mean,
This was different.
This was different, and I think what sold me is, like, the guy that was doing this video was like, "You can make the sauce in a couple minutes." He's like, "It should only take you a couple minutes to do it." And I was like, "I got a couple minutes.
I got that.
I sometimes have that." And in this case, I had a couple of minutes, and it was worth it. So,
How did you feel after consuming what you describe as a honk of butter in pasta? Because I've made a pasta similar before, and this is very good. And afterwards, I go, "Oh, that's mostly butter and cheese that I just consumed."
Yes, so tasty to eat.
Yes,
I'm eating and going num 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 num. Num 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 num. Afterwards, I'm going. You know what I mean? It's a lot of gas and a little bit of tummy problems.
folks, are they doing this on Pack Your Knives? I fucking think they are.
Yeah,
Also,
right.
I saw that Sarah's hosting that show now.
Oh, wow.
Friend of the pod.
Wait,
Portland.
that's Sarah?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I clicked on it for whatever reason, and now it's hosted by. Well, now I can't do it. It wants me to pay
I thought
for
it was
something.
Sarah, the like all-star.
Oh no,
Sarah.
you're right. Yes, it is that. Yeah, Sarah Bradley All-Star Sarah.
She's I think the
You're
Portland
right.
Sarah, or I don't remember what season was it. Wisconsin Sarah?
Yeah,
I think she could come on our show maybe and be a host here. Maybe we could
she was
convince
great.
her to
Yeah,
be a co-host with us.
Yeah, she did our podcast. She was great. She's very likable and very nice. Maybe Sarah Bradley is too. I don't know. I haven't listened to Back and Out. I don't have $5 from which it costs to spend every month.
Yeah, I can't.
Also, I'm not getting Reeves making toot noises on Pack Your Knives, so I'm listening to that.
Yeah, come on. So that's what I had, and it was good. And then I had 2 popsicles.
Ooh, what kind?
Oh man, Bryan, they were not good. I get whatever is on sale at Whole Foods. I think they know that's how.
Whole Foods popsicles suck. That's your problem.
They are terrible.
Whole Foods does a lot of things that are okay. The popsicles are not okay.
You know what? That's the best way to describe them. They're not okay. There's nothing okay about them.
I don't hate their like Whole Foods brand lime or mango pops.
Oh, yeah,
those I don't hate. Anything else that they sell there's trash.
Yes, I agree. It was so it's not. I lied in that it's not Whole Foods brand, but I got them at Whole Foods. The brand is called Alden's Organic, and it's a Thai tea swirl ice cream bar, which
that sounds good.
It sounds good. It's fine. I'll eat it. It doesn't bother me. My wife had it. She's like, "This is not good." She's like, "I'm not gonna have it." And she put one back, and I said, "I will eat that." And then in my mind, I'm like, "Well, this is like not a complete popsicle."
No,
she had like 2 licks of it, so I owed another.
Didn't even bite it. That's That's
so
yours.
I had 2. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
I didn't mind it.
The floor is the close. Okay, so now we're gonna do the thing where we silently pick each other. We can't pick ourselves. What did we do last time? I forget.
We number ourselves.
Yeah, I'm 1. You're 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then that person chooses a winner.
That's right.
Okay, and we'll do that on 3, 2, 1. Okay. I got the balloons again. I think last time this happened, and I think by default, for some reason, I pick. So now I think maybe you pick.
Oh, okay. All right. So I get to pick.
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
If anything were fair.
Yes. I think, voting and democracy is all about kindness and being fair to one another, and most importantly, picking the right person.
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking pasta. I'm going to go with Bryan and the hot dogs, because he ate 3 hot dogs and he toasted those buns and he didn't get injured while doing it.
I think that's the big thing there.
I like it.
And when you do eat hot dogs successfully and don't injure yourself, I think that deserves an Appalachian celebration. We'll be right back. Hold on,
Jeff.
Okay, yep. All right, Reeves, take us away through Top Chef Appalachian Celebration. Appalachian Celebration.
An Appalachian Celebration. I do like that title. So this is episode 12 of season 23, episode 342 overall. Original air date, May 25th, 2026. Ratings TBD. Ratings last week, 0.2. So the lowest of the season.
Yikes. I did share behind the candelabra. I did share an AI slop link to Reeves and Jamal. And I said, because I'm talking about tonight. And then I clicked the link after I sent it. And it's just like gibberish. It's the dead internet. Like it's a nothing. It's bullshit. And it's like, fans worried Top Chef might be canceled. And then the article just says fucking nothing. So.
Well, we know it's been renewed. So
yes.
Maybe that was an old article.
No, at the end it says that. It says it has been reviewed for season 24, so don't have to worry now. And I was like, okay, this is complete trash and AI slop.
And this is what AI is doing. It's trying to confuse you. So we open on the chefs in their hotel room. They're not in the stew room. They're in their hotel room.
Yep.
They're getting up. They're feeling good. We learn that Sherry was raised by her sister and that her mother is like a very important person in her life. Stop. Kristen's at a donut shop.
Hard cut to Kristen at a donut shop. Okay, and you're like, what the fuck is she doing in a donut shop?
Just make her screen a little small as she's talking about her family and what she's overcome and how hard her life was. And it's like, Kristen in a donut shop using Wells Fargo active credit card.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Hold on. She's using the Wells Fargo active cash credit card to buy donuts at this donut shop. She buys 24 of them, it looks like. Look at she buys 2 dozen.
Well, she does. She says 2 dozen donuts. And then she turns around to the one other person in the store and says, anyone else want some donuts? It's on me. And
I've got a credit card.
I've got a credit card. The one other lady in the store is like, wow, yeah.
Active cash, you said? What does that mean? How much do you earn percent back on even these donuts?
Yeah. So there's a Wells Fargo plant in there. I think it was a real person, then it would be like a, I think you should leave situation where they're like, 350 donuts.
How many did you get? 2 dozen? Give me 8 dozen.
I want 8 dozen donuts. That's what I was going to order anyway, Kristen.
Yeah, and look. Don't tell me I got 6 donuts. All right, I'm getting 8 dozen fritters, which I know cost more.
Yeah.
They charge more for their fritters, and I know that.
They're harder to make, Kristen. I need 8,000 of them, okay? I'm actually going to go feed the hungry with those. They have to eat them
me
now.
And my family, very hungry.
They're so hungry.
Anyway, want anything? Yeah, buy me the store, Kristen. Oops, shouldn't have offered. I own the store now.
We got it on camera, Kristen. You have to do that. That's a legally binding document.
Mm-hmm. And now you've said that, gotta get the judge involved. And the whole thing up again. You put donut in your shirt and you're pregnant. Things can work almost anywhere.
So we're in the final 5. They're all alive with some donuts.
Lawrence, no one takes a full donut. It doesn't look like there's 100 donuts here. Lawrence takes a little bite. There's no one that's a full donut. I hate people not getting a full donut. Donut's a singular food. It's for one person. don't cut it in half.
And they have
don't
a very
cut it in fourths.
quick shelf life. You can try your best. You think when you get a donut, you get a whole bunch of donuts and you cut one in half and you're like, I'll have the rest of this later, maybe tomorrow morning. It's not going to be as good. It'll go a little stale. You heat it up in the microwave, it's still not good.
Nope.
You got to eat the whole thing there
Just
and now.
do it. Just do it. And also when you eat a donut, don't say things like, well, I had a light lunch yesterday. Don't justify the donut. Just eat the donut.
Just eat it. We don't give it. No one gives a shit. Just eat the donut. Okay.
I don't give a hot shit why you came upon this donut. Just eat it.
Just eat you're disrespecting me and the man that made the donuts and his whole family that went into the donut business, and now you're not eating it because you had a light lunch or a heavy lunch earlier in the day.
Just eat it.
Just eat the donut. Kristen tells them that they have to take a detour.
Yes.
She's like, we were going to go one way. We were going to go back to Charlotte, but we're not right now. We're going to Asheville. Have you ever been to Asheville?
No, but I want to now.
It's nice. So if our third amigo Jamal was here, we could talk about how we went to a wedding together.
Not you two together. That's against the rules.
That was it was a bit against the rules. But it was a friend of ours. It was a friend of yours as well. He was getting married, and we went down there, and there was a bear at one point.
Ooh.
We saw a bear there. So because she has to tell them something. She's like, I got to tell you something. And first up, there is no quick fire this week. Quick fires are kind of on the way out, right?
Yeah. Well, because they don't mean anything. Without winning immunity from the quick fire, they mean almost nothing. You got $5,000 active quick cash from Capital One quick cash card.
Sure.
But they mean almost nothing.
Yeah. To me, I mean, I don't care how much quick cash you're, accruing from that Wells Fargo active credit card. I don't see where it goes. It doesn't go towards the competition, so it doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah. I'm going to kill myself for $5,000 of active cash from my Capital One active cash credit card. No.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me.
Yeah. So Kristen's like, there's no more quick fires. There's no more time for you guys to be ha-haing and hee-heeing and just quitting the quick fire whenever you want. You got to take this seriously. So we're going into an elimination challenge now. But before you do, you actually have to go on a tour of Asheville.
This felt weird. I didn't hate this episode was fine, but the setup was very weird. Hey, told you we're going home, but we're not going home. We're going to Asheville. It felt like it was last minute. They were waiting to hear back from Ashley on what date she could do. And they're like, I could do this day. And they're like, okay, yeah. And they locked it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I agree. Similarly, it was a good episode. It was fine. Yeah. And, I know my weird complaint all the time is that they're inside too much and they're not outside. This was outside. I would argue that what we were witnessing is someone doing a car tour of Asheville.
Yeah, we did see them walking a little bit, though, which was nice. They did some walking.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I get, they are kind of navigating this space where they're like, okay, how do we do this reality show that's sincere and has kind of a genuine, nice point of view that's built into this competition show. And so they try new things. And so I'm not against this. It's a little clunky, but there's a story here. People could learn something from it. You see a little bit of Asheville and some restaurants. So I don't know if I said it, but they all drive to Asheville. They meet Ashley, who was on one of the previous 3 seasons of Top Chef. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
Can look that up probably right now. And she just does this driving tour of Asheville where she points out a bunch of areas that were affected by the hurricane and then some restaurants that are really cool. Let's see here.
Including hers where we finally get more pawpaw talk. We get pawpaw consumption for the first time this season, which is crazy. This long to someone to pop into pawpaw. Too long to pop open a pawpaw. And they all seem to like them, which is weird because they are a weird fruit.
Custardy is what they were described as.
It's because it tastes like a custard, but like a tropical custard, and it like doesn't quite work. Like it does, but not quite. There's something off about it.
It's not quite right. I'm trying. I know I've had it in some cuisine here in DC because people like to use it because it's local. But I wouldn't be able to pick it out. Like if I was doing a blind taste test, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's pawpaw. But I'm glad they brought it back because we did have a fear that it was like after the last episode, it was like, has that ship sailed and we're not going to see it. You got to have it if you're going to North.
And maybe the fix is in. Maybe because they knew they were going to go to Asheville and play with the pawpaws, they couldn't do it this week, so they had to say do peaches.
Yeah,
fix is in.
Yeah, fix is in. Changes in the show. Actually was in Top Chef Houston, which was already in my notes. After I looked it up. real cool. So the elimination challenge here, so the contestants are tasked with creating dishes featuring at least 2 Appalachian ingredients. And by the way, you got to serve it to the judges and 200 community members.
200 freaks in the woods.
Yeah. Let's talk about the location. They are in the woods.
Yes, fully in the woods.
There's some standing tables. There's their own little stations where they can cook. It is in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. It was. They had like some lights, some like fairy lights hung up in like a little archway to walk through when you get there, but they're just out in the woods.
Yeah.
Could have been a bear. Didn't see a bear. There was an animal.
Oh, there was an animal. And you know what? I think that was a plant.
You think so?
Yes, I think. We'll just fast forward to it at judges' table. A snake, black snake, makes an appearance. Tom nonchalantly says, "Look out for that! Watch out for that snake right next to you."
You know, Tomcat is cool as a cucumber. Twice this episode, he hits him with the unbothered. He does the sour corn. They say he doesn't make a face. He sees big black snake crawling next to Lawrence. Just says, "Hey man, watch out for that snake over there, dog. I ain't worried about it. You're worried about it. Hey,
you're worried about it, dude.
I ain't bothered."
I think he planted that because everyone else is freaking out, jumping on tables. He's just kind of looking around. It's like, where did it go? And then when Spencer, the swing grip
/ snake handler, says his lower third.
Snake charmer.
Charmer, it says, yes. Yes.
Tom,
they love a snake charmer in overalls. They win freaking traders that way.
He was quite the charmer.
Yes.
So yeah, when Spencer picks it up, you see Tom kind of wink at him and said, back of my truck. Let's go to the back house.
Put it with the rest.
Bring it back to where I found it.
Put it with the others.
So, yeah, the 200 members of the community are going to be there. They head to Asheville, and then they go over to Whole Foods to pick up their ingredients. Oh, a key here, it doesn't really play into the story as much, but as the winner of the previous elimination challenge, Sherry's allowed to choose 2 ingredients from the pantry that would become off limits to everyone else. So she picks October beans and chow chow.
Which Lawrence says, fuck that, and makes his own chow chow, but calls it coleslaw.
Yeah, that is a flaw in this kind of restraint, in that like you could just do it and call it something else, because he is like, man, how am I was going to do chow chow. How am I going to do it now? He's like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing it and just call it something else.
Literally just, I guess they couldn't use that jar of chow chow was like the rule, I guess, but like he just like made slaw, and it was he just called it something different, and no one called him out on it.
Yeah,
which I thought was great.
People were like, that's fine. He's doing a little catfish.
This tastes like chow chow. No, it's slaw.
No, it's a slaw, actually.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, if you call it that way,
over there.
Can't ding you for it. Another fun thing Lawrence decides that he's going to do is make buns for 200 people. He has like
out of gene beans.
Yeah.
You ever had these gene beans before?
Gene beans?
You ever had them before?
I haven't had them, but I love looking at them, baby.
So it's just like dried beans that have been hanging?
Yeah, those are just some dried out beans. Yeah, and you could slip right into them. I don't know anything about them. They looked fine. I don't understand. Like, he put them in the bun, and I'm like, how does that even work? They're a bean. You're putting the bean in the bun, but he managed to do it. He did have to make 200 of them, and he did so much work. So,
they look
it was
nice.
It looked great. I mean, he pulled it off because
the judge said, "I don't know, doesn't come out at all. I don't know why the bean genes are in here."
I do feel like if his catfish, the catfish and the really, what was it, chow chow wasn't great, he might have been on the bottom because the bun was fine, but maybe didn't do what he said it was supposed to do.
Didn't utilize the ingredients, which we find out is what the competition was for, and we read the rules to make sure that's what the competition was for.
We'll hear about that a little later. So the chefs get back into the Top Chef kitchen. They start prepping. In comes the Tomcat. He's got his poker face on, man.
Yeah.
He's giving them nothing in this walkthrough.
Nope.
He eats some sour corn that Jonathan
Have you had
has.
that?
I've never had sour corn. Have you had it?
No, but I want to make it and try
Me too. So there's a lot of talk about pickling and preserving this episode. Yeah. I love to do a pickle. Do you make pickles?
I've not made pickles. I have made pickled watermelon rind before, which I did really enjoy.
That's right. I remember that.
And I've gotten into, I bought pickles the other day from the farmer's market. I bought spicy pickled pineapple.
Ooh,
which are very good.
Great.
Yeah, which are very good.
I like that. Yeah, I'm a fan. You can pickle almost anything, baby.
I'm sure we've said this before, but I've got nipples. Can you pickle me?
I am.
I've got nipples, fucker. Can you pickle me?
Certain this has come up before.
We for sure have said it before.
Yeah, as I'm talking about how much I like pickling, I'm like, I'm sure 2 years ago I get one of this exact rant, so I'm just.
And then did one of us say that I got nipples, fucker? Can you pickle me? Was it me or you?
Probably you.
I stand by that joke. If I said it before, I stand by it. I think I've got nipples, fucker. Can you pickle me? Is very funny, and I stand by it.
It's good. It works. Come on. So he does eat the sour corn. No reaction. Jonathan's blown away. You know, this guy is out there eating raw lemons. No reaction. And then he gets back.
He's eating warheads and not washing them off in the sink before he does it.
Yeah. He's like, okay, interesting.
Oh,
then
yeah.
Gets back with Ashley. He's like, oh my God, it was so sour. This stuff is so gross.
Scratching his tongue.
Yeah. I have to get out of here. The key here is Seeger is doing a chicken liver mousse. And the problem is with mousse, obviously, you need to be chilled, and they're going to be serving things outside.
Yeah.
And you basically have to make it almost right to order, like right from the cooler. He's got a lot of coolers, which apparently in the cooler, totally cool. But when they've been sitting out a little bit, they get a little soupy.
There's warm hands on the bag, as he points out.
Yeah.
Whenever they do this shit, I'm always so against it. This looks so gross. It's pink. It's straight up pink. It's not appetizing at all. Ugh. Everyone else says, Lawrence did a catfish sandwich. That's cool.
It is pretty fun.
We got a trout and crab cake with sour corn. That was pretty cool. We got lumpia, pork stuffed in a cabbage thing with a pawpaw gastrique or something like that. That's cool. We got that bean hot dog thing that Sherry did.
Yeah.
And then you did pink goo.
Yeah. I am a fan of chicken liver pate. I think it is delicious and it is very good on like a crostini or a cracker. I would say Seeger does oh my gosh. He does seem to zig when everyone zags. So it was almost like he interpreted the challenge a specific way, where he's like, I'm going to do all this Appalachian things, and then I'm going to make it into a pate, chicken lip, like very elevated. And then people, like you said, they're doing like, you know, a catfish sandwich, you know,
Yeah.
like simple stuff that works. That just seemed to like evade him to approach it that way. It does look like cat food. Doesn't look great.
No.
I'm
not into it at all. The color is and they say the texture is bad and the color is bad. They say his crackers are dry.
Mm-hmm.
There's brown butter in the pate. What do you want it to be? Hard?
Come on now. So the 200 people show up, including the guest judges and the judges. One of the guest judges is like, he's looking around. He's like, oh man, he's like, there's 200 people here. He's like, and Tom, you don't help them at all with any of this? And Tom was like, no, I never help them. I don't. Why would I ever? I would never do that.
I don't go near those people. They disgust me.
I'm actually help. Being on the show is help. That's the help I'm giving them. They're on my show.
Yeah. They had a bunch of freaks were there, which they had to bring canned food to donate. Probably about money too. I'd imagine that if I pay the way in there to get through this thing. Mm-hmm. My favorite freak interaction are the two people who are talking to Rhoda, and they're like, "Oh, what inspired you to make this dish?" And then she was like, "Oh, Ashley pointed out this restaurant to me, and it sounded really good." Blah blah. And this person was like, "That's my restaurant.
That's mine. You're doing my thing. You're doing my bit.
My foods. What are you doing?" That caught me off guard. I actually really enjoyed that when they were like, "Oh, that's my restaurant." I was like, "Oh."
It was nice. They were very friendly and fun about it. I think it could have gone another way where they were like a little snooty or being like, oh, well, this is mine. And then been like, this isn't as good as my shit.
Yeah.
She's trying to do my shit. But she was very friendly about it. And I think it also like kind of just like caught Rhoda. She was
fully, like, fully shook her, which was, I think, great. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it, you know, works out for Rhoda because in the end, she is on top after the snake interaction. We learned that on top here, we got Sherry, Lawrence, and Rhoda. They loved her dish. It was lots of flavors, very balanced and consistent. And then in the end, Rhoda wins for her Filipino egg roll stuffed with cabbage and papa ponzu and apple butter. Looks great.
That could have gone either way. Yeah, I think that was either Sherry's or hers. That could have gone either way, I think. Both of those seemed to be really well liked.
Yeah. And another thing with Sherry's that they pointed out, which I think is important, that considering the event, it was finger food, kind of what she had. You can pick it up with your hand and eat it, which they often complain about. Like, Tom's like, how am I supposed to do this thing? I gotta go to college to figure out how to open this thing up. And it's like, you just pick it up and eat it, and it's good. Tom, happy boy when you could do that. On the bottom here is our friend Seeger and the twin with the missing brother, Jonathan. So again, Seeger's dish, too soupy. The problem here is the judges are like, it was soupy, it was wet, the execution wasn't good. And he was like, well, the ones in my cooler were fine. Those were good. And they were like, well, we didn't get those. And he was like, well, I couldn't serve you. There were stuff there. I was dealing with my customers.
Yeah.
So you want me to like pretend that you're important and give you your own special stuff? And they were like,
you're all special. Every customer is special.
They're all special to me, actually. We're all equal here.
And like, he did this. The equal sign with his hands. On the same level playing field.
Check out my equal sign tattoo. It's like Chris Martin did this for me. They're like, yeah, Rhoda did that for us. And Rhoda won. So maybe this was you should have done. And then with Jonathan, it was well executed trout cake. But there was the acid was out of balance. So that sour corn was like kind of unbalanced the rest of the dish.
He was there because they had to be two.
Yes.
Like his food was fine. He was there because they didn't want to be like, Seeger, go home. Like they had to have a little bit of drama to go to the break.
Yes. They even point out when you get down to 5, you're being kind of nitpicky. Sometimes these situations you got to be a little nitpicky because someone's got to go home.
Yeah.
So yeah, so a lot happens here. This is going to be like a 2.5 minute clip.
This is the full clip.
This is the full elimination where, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you saw it. There's a lot that happened. So we'll listen to it and then we'll talk about it.
Seeger, please pack your knives and go.
Okay. Yeah, so you took a big risk with that moose, and it just really didn't set up.
What was the challenge?
What was the challenge?
Yeah. Appalachian ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Or whatever.
If you can't set a moose.
Great. All right, that's fine. We'll leave.
No. The moose completely fell apart. The heat got to it. Would you call that successful?
No, I think when the challenge is highlight Appalachian ingredients.
Everybody was successful.
The dish was still a better dish than yours.
Okay, that's okay, great. It is what it is. Sorry.
At the end of the day, when judging happens, we're looking at the challenges, but also technique. Unfortunately, you didn't get past that starting line of technique.
Or when you speak with other people and you can grab my liver mousse that's in a cooler and see that.
But that's not what you gave us.
Not what we got.
The flavor was good. The cracker was
But
good.
the texture was off.
That's a big issue.
Was the biggest flaw of all the 5 dishes that we tasted today.
Just give it up, bro.
It's me giving you guys my feedback from your feedback, and that's just how I feel. So that's it.
All right, you guys can exit. Thank you very much.
I'm not on you, but technique, like an unbalanced dish, that's technique too, right?
All of them did the challenge.
Yeah. But you still have to make a great dish that everyone wants to eat.
Number 2, this guy. That's fine.
Sorry, buddy.
Seeger put up a fight, bro.
I mean, I blew up because I'm like, this is bull.
I know, but dude, this is not the way to go out, bro. It's not.
I don't, like,
I understand that you're trying to get your point across, but do not end this way.
was the challenge highlight Appalachian ingredients? Can I get a copy of the rules right now?
Yeah.
Criteria for judging is not limited to judges' opinion of taste, originality, creativity, cooking technique, presentation, execution, and use of the specialty ingredient.
We appreciate you, Seeger. You stick to your guns, and that's fantastic. Stay that way.
I exploded, so whatever. It is what it is. Yep.
I'll see you for sure.
But I went out on a challenge where I produced a beautiful dish. It was me. I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
Made it to top 5 after being eliminated and coming back again. So, ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Be good. Have fun.
So,
Wow.
thoughts on that? The Seeger exit, explosion, talkback incident.
There's a lot there. I think immediately his argument falls apart immediately. Like,
Totally.
he has nothing to stand on. And I don't know. I think, and he just doubles down on it, which something, I mean, like, I don't want to say it because we learned that Sherry's Dwayne, but I think also Seeger might be Dwayne too.
I was thinking about this. Is Dwayne not an alter ego, but a disease that people get on the show? And it can be passed to people, and then they inherit and like get sick with, they get Dwayne'd.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden Dwayne comes out and like you're coming down with a case of Dwayne at judge's table when you get eliminated.
The worst possible place to come down with Dwayne when you're
Yeah.
getting eliminated.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. Yeah. I mean, we're learning. I mean, of course, most of these pandemics are fake, but like this one, if this seems to be airborne, and we've seen Duin come in with it. She said she had it. Wasn't made to sequester herself. Didn't have to hide out until she cleared. Gave it to Sherry. Sherry clearly tested positive for Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
And then Seeger tested positive for Dwayne too. And they, like, well, Duin was actually didn't show any symptoms.
I was
of
going
it.
to say some people have asymptomatic
Yes.
Dwayne.
But she's still giving off bits of the disease.
And when I think about it, Seeger was showing symptoms of Dwayne earlier in the season
I
as
think
well.
so too. Yeah, I think so too. I think they didn't. I think, like a lot of men do, I think he was starting to show signs of Dwayne, but didn't go to the doctor soon enough. I think he pretended it'd be okay and thought it'd be all right, but turns out he had full-blown Dwayne.
Yeah. And then this happened.
And then some of the judges got Dwayne too.
I think because he was just like not quarantining himself, and he was so clearly Dwayning.
Yes.
He was at his most contagious, and it was very clear. Like, it's one of those things where someone's like sneezing a little bit at a party, and then all of a sudden, like, you start sneezing. You're like, I just got that. I know it just happened.
Yeah.
Definitely Tom got it because he was getting pissed, and Gail. They were all Dwayne
100% Dwayne
out. Can I say he is wrong? His argument fell apart.
Yeah,
and
immediately.
Especially when they made him, or I guess he asked to see the rules, and then like his argument fell apart as he read it as well. That being said, I like this.
Yeah, this is great. This is great TV.
Great TV. I also, in reality TV competition past, even outside of Top Chef, I feel like these kinds of moments were like rooted in someone being a jerk or being like mean in a way that is like directed at an individual that's just like low-hanging fruit and bad. And I feel like this was someone being honest. He was wrong, but having kind of like a combative moment.
Yes.
Which I appreciate, because I feel like so often we see people leave there and like, well, I guess I gotta go. It's, thanks for the opportunity. And I'm like, I would be pissed. Like, if I thought, surely there are more people that are like, my dish was good. I think you're wrong. And so they don't maybe need to be as combative as Seeger was with this, but I do like seeing it because I think it's interesting and I think it's more honest.
Are you surprised that the rules exist on paper to be given to him in this moment in the woods? Or are we breaking apart this whole thing? The whole thing's fake because, like, why do they have the paper rules in the woods here? Is that a rule that they have the rules printed out at all time in case someone wants to reference them? Is that a reality show rule I don't know about?
It boggles my mind that it was on paper, that no one like was just like, but you know what? It actually makes sense because they're out in the middle of the woods. People probably don't have phone service, right?
No Wi-Fi, yeah.
So we're like, okay,
no 5G.
We're going to go out there. We don't have any Wi-Fi. There's no hotspotting. We got to make sure we print off the rules in case anyone asks. Okay. I know
no one's ever asked people, but the one time it does come up, we don't want to be caught with our pants down. We want to make sure we have the rules printed out and ready to go.
Have the rules printed out, because the one time we don't do it in the top 5 is the one time we're all caught with our pants around our ankles in the woods. Does anyone want that? Your pants be down in the middle of the woods, your little ding-a-ling hanging out on national TV. 0.2 rating.
I mean, that would get the ratings higher. Someone's dingling out there. The freaking rule police are out there. Dingling's out.
Yeah.
That's doing numbers.
I did enjoy that.
I will
a paper copy. That made me laugh.
Yeah, I think that was fantastic. I also wonder at what point he like realized he was wrong, but was like, well, I can't stop. Because like I'm not a good person. I see a lot of myself in Seeger, especially in this reaction.
We are all Seeger. I think we've all been there. I think exactly what you're going to say, of like where you realize you're wrong and you're like, I'm going to double down on this because this is my way out. I either dig myself even deeper to feel like maybe I could dig myself all the way to China and I'll come out the other side, or like, what's the point? I'll just bury myself alive.
Yeah. Once your reactions start to become things like, what are the rules? Okay, that's fine. Once you start going like, okay, cool, yeah, you're out. Like once you're like, yeah, cool, yeah, you're done. You've got you realize that your argument's out, but you're petty now and you're a child now. Yeah, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, no, yeah. You tell me the rules. Oh, those are rules. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. You're out. You got nothing.
Yeah. What was the challenge again? Oh, okay. Appalachian ingredients. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Great. Good. We both understand. Great. That's just what I wanted to ask. No, I'm not going to shake your hand. No, I saw you touch that snake. I'm not touching your hand.
This was great. He's a crazy person. Doesn't hurt. This helps his career, right? People want to go to like a fiery chef who yelled and fought back against freaking the Top Chef judges.
Yeah. And I mean, not to get, well, I'll just get into where are they now. I mean, he owns his restaurant and bar in Chicago. It's called Barilla, I think. And he's also won on Chopped and beat Bobby Flay. And so if part of this was like, maybe this is just who he is. Maybe there was a little bit of a strategic element to it, but like it definitely raises his profile a little bit. You get he's the angry chef.
Yeah. It's also tough. I feel like it seems like to me his reaction is based on him thinking that he's better than the judges.
Yeah.
Which I feel 100%. Like I've felt that before. Someone gives you a note and you're like, I'm better at this than you are. Don't give me a note. And so that's your reaction.
Yeah.
Great. It's so real. This is a real human emotion. And I loved it.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand Jonathan being like, just let it go or whatever, but I'm like, that's how you would handle this situation. Is you would just be like, hey, thanks. All right, let me get out of here or whatever, even though you disagree.
I'll fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. But Sears like, what was the challenge again? What was it? Okay. Well, that's okay. So, and then why did you eliminate me? Okay. Cool. All right. Whatever. Yeah. So we interpret the rules differently.
Amazing.
But I loved it. Yeah. It was good.
Sad to see him go, but that's what a way to go out. Hate to see you go. Love to see you leave.
Let's get him on. He'd be great.
For sure he would do it, right?
I think so.
We got to find out. I mean, hopefully you can't pass Dwayne through the computer, though. We got to make sure he's masked up.
Can you imagine if it was a virus that we could get through the computer? I got a lot of viruses on my computer already. Every time I open this computer, it's like a pop-up restaurant street. Pop-up city.
Hot singles are looking to fucking, then it's got your zip code. I was like, I have my zip code. All right, that's the episode. We'll hopefully hear back from Jamal next week. Hopefully he's fine and not that different. And if he comes back and he's the same and we don't talk about Sheldon ever again, it's because we were told not to. It's not because we forgot. The FBI told us not to. With that said, we'll talk to you next week. Be good to each other, be kind to each other, and if you catch Dwayne, quarantine.
Nice.
Why is it so short?